Hi, everyone, and welcome to your new moon in Leo reading. We are going to be looking at what area of your life you should focus on to plant seeds and bring your wishes into reality or manifestation, as well as pick a card. But first, let's start with Leo's key phrase, I will. What does this mean, and where is it going to show up in your life this new moon cycle? And how can you use this Leo new moon energy to your advantage? So, Leo energy has a confidence and creative flair to it. It loves to be the center of attention. It is the performer. It can be dramatic and bring the drama, and it loves to be the leader. It wants to shine, and more often than not does, because if there is a will, there's a way. Leo energy is very good at creating its own reality. It can also, at times, show itself as egotistical or self centered and willful, but also as fiery and passionate, playful, happy, and fun to be around. And while there is nothing wrong with having a strong will and confidence, there is a need to remember that you are not the boss and you do make mistakes. So try to avoid the shadow energy of arrogance. So now that we know what the Leo I will energy is, let's take a look at where it's going to show up in each zodiac sign. As always, I say watch for your rising sign first because that will resonate the most. And if you don't know your rising sign, then listen for your sun sign. But if you're interested in finding out your rising sign, let me know and I can help you out with that, okay? And the important thing to remember here is you're about to go in and read for your zodiac sign is that new moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. I will see you in your reading or in the pick a card. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second part of your new moon reading in Leo, okay? This is all about other areas that you can plant your seeds, bring your dreams, wishes, try to bring them into reality by manifesting them in, working at them, okay? These piles are going to have additional areas or in place of what you've already read for your rising or sun sign. Okay, pile 1, we have moss agate, and pile 2, we have flower agate. Pile 1, pile 2. So whatever pile number or crystal calls to you, that is your message, okay? For some of you, you may be called to watch both of them, and you certainly can, because again, this can be in addition to or in place of what you've already read, all right? And there's not a bad thing about overachieving here if that's what you want to do, okay? So thank you so much, and I will see you in your pile. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1. So these are going to be the additional areas or the areas in place of what you've already read for your rising sign or sun sign, okay? So let's get right into it. First card out we have is North Node. So right there, that's not giving us another area necessarily. We'll get some of those in some of these other cards. But what this North Node, this card, I think is saying is, this is something that you were meant to do. You can say you were destined to do, okay? This could be something that you find challenging and you need to overcome that challenge. Because what we're talking about here, right, with the planting new seeds, which you've already heard me say, but I'll say it again, is this is about new beginnings, right? This is about putting into motion or planting the seeds, working with spirit, God, source, universe, or whomever it is for you, to bring stuff into your life that's meant to be in there. So if there's something that you've been destined to do, and that doesn't mean career, it could be career, it could be in family, it could just be you as an individual. Maybe you love your job and your family life's wonderful, but this is about, and we're talking about Leo energy here, so maybe this is something that has to do with a hobby or somewhere in your life where you can bring the creativity out, the fun out, right? So you think of it that way. What area? You'll know what it is, okay? Virgo. Okay, love this. So with Virgo, that is going to be the 6th house. So you can go back and read about the 6th house. I'm going to give you a little bit here because it's about daily routine, your work, your job, whatever it is that you do. If you are of service to other people, if you volunteer and do stuff like that, or just being of service to others in any way, it doesn't have to be volunteer. You just could be helping out, right? Any duties, obligations that you have, and your health and wellness. So, is there something in that area that you feel you were destined to do? Maybe you've been sitting and Spirit's bringing in the little messages now and you're hearing them, or it could be that this is your sign, your synchronicity. Maybe you've been thinking about, I don't know, getting healthy. Maybe you've been thinking about starting up something to do with health, even if it's in your own community or as a job or as a side job. You know, it can be anything like that. So where do you want to plant those seeds? This also says, pour your desires all over me, take over my body and make my heart sing. I love that for Virgo because it is about health and wellness. So I think that right there in your vitality could be a message for some of you. So if you were thinking of starting a YouTube channel about health and fitness, maybe that's what you're going to do. Or again, volunteering your time somewhere for that. Okay, let's get another card here. We have extremes. Hot moon, hot yoga. Maybe that's it for you with the Virgo, right? Okay. I don't know. I just am feeling here with the destiny, right? Or with the challenge even. Maybe you have challenges when it comes to your job work or your daily routine or your duties and obligations or your health and wellness, right? And this is kind of a message to say, you know what? It's time for a new beginning. What do you want it to be? Go to the extreme here. What do you want it to be? And start working on it. Plant those seeds. Okay. Let's get into your next card. Hold your vision. I love that. Fixed moon. So it's a fixed energy, and we're going to get a tarot to go with it. So in other words, make that choice, decide what it is, and then you hold your vision. You do not let it go, okay? You have to work at it. You have to make yourself a vision board, maybe, okay? And we can make vision boards. I use those collage, free apps or whatever. And I go on and make myself picture collages, and I can see them. I can go look at it whenever I want. You don't have to literally make, the big Bristol board in a picture frame, if that's what you like to do, or have a peg board or whatever or a cork board that you can put stuff on. However it works for you, right? Love it. I'm not going with immaturity here because that is not pertaining to this reading, okay, pile one. But the King of Wands, what does pertain to this reading and hold your vision is he is the visionary. He has grand ideas. He has great vision. He is all about the long-term success. He's inspired and passionate. Take on that energy while you are working towards this with your goal in mind. You see the finish line, okay? And you work towards it as slowly and surely as you want, okay? It doesn't have to be, this is, Leo energy. They want you to shine in this, right? That's the energy that's going to come in, and maybe rush at it a little bit, especially here with the wands. That's fire energy, but just know that you can take your time. Next one out, we have full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Okay, love it. Sagittarius is the 9th house, so you can go back and read about the 9th, which is everything to do with spirituality, your belief systems, religions, your philosophy, higher education or studying and learning in general, and long distance travel. So where in those areas maybe do you need to plant some, well, these two cards I was trying to shuffle and they just want to come out. Okay. So I'm going to take them along with this. But go back and read about Sagittarius. We're talking here about if this is for you something that you have been meant to do, you need to go to, I think of extreme sports here, right? It's like sport, but taken to the next level. I feel like that's what you need to do. Look, they're giving you the King of Wands energy. They're now giving you the Chariot energy, which is, boom, it's time to go. Okay, this is movement. The Chariot is ruled, I think it corresponds to the moon, right? So very interesting, or Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. So I want to say this is something that is really, you are emotionally attached to this. You feel this deeply, I want to say, okay? So no time like the present. Maybe you've just been afraid somewhere, pile one, to let others see or know about this, okay? But no more. All right. The 10 of Wands is whatever has been holding you back or holding you down or burdening you. You know what? You're letting it go. Okay. You're letting it go. The 10 of Wands, that cycle is coming to an end. All right. Oh my heavens. I did this with the last card too. I said King of Wands and it was the Knight. I don't know. Maybe I do need new glasses. Sorry, but the same idea. And I think I did it with these two as well. Because that Knight is all about going out and taking charge, right? About getting out there, like believing that this can happen. Never doubting himself, right? Very inspired actions. So we'll circle back to that. But let's do the last card here. Support. All right, for some of you, you may need the support of friends, family, colleagues, whatever it is, You may need monetary support. You may need some cheerleaders. Don't be afraid to ask, okay? Don't be afraid to ask people to maybe, just too many here, to step in and help you if you need help to get this going, or someone that is like a soundboard for you, okay? Ten of Pentacles. Look, awesome card here, okay? Well, I will look at that one, wealth, because it can mean that. It's where you succeed. You may succeed monetarily, or it could just be you succeed in abundance, just feeling good about it in your life. It could bring more stuff, I guess, into you, maybe not necessarily money, but just a feeling of real success in many different areas, okay? So I'm loving this message for you. Now I'm going to get out another card. So we have right now, then we have additional 6th house and 9th house, okay? And for some reason I want to say, and I don't hardly ever go off of a tarot card for this, but I did mention the Chariot, and I said it, in tarot, it corresponds to Cancer or the moon. So maybe check the 4th house. Maybe all of this has something to do with your home, family. You know, how I said you're going to feel emotionally attached, right? So maybe somehow this really fills you emotionally from the inside out, okay? So, you know, maybe look at that 4th house too. I'm going to just throw it in all kinds of places for you to go. But there's different people, so it'll resonate differently. And some of you, one message here might be for you, and others, you're feeling the whole thing. Libra, 7th house. Is there something to do maybe with destiny when it comes to, again, relationships? If we're talking, it could be your colleagues, your business partners, your clients even, right? But it can be also in your one-to-one relationships. Maybe you were destined to be the best wife and mother, or best husband and father ever, okay? Best partner ever. And that's the role that you're meant to play. Maybe you're meant to play a support role for someone. Who knows? We all come down here in this lifetime with different plans and agendas, right? For our growth spiritually, so or as a soul, let's just say, because it's not just spiritually, it could be religiously, it could have nothing to do with either one, and you're just coming, and you can just think of it as your soul to grow, right? Because we are everlasting. So you know what, maybe that's what you were meant to do. It will be different for everyone. But let's also just get some tarot here too. I just want to get some additional tarot cards just to see. So that I told you about 7th house, yes. So now we have 6. So now we have, let me just go back here. We have 4, 6, 7, 9 that you can look at. 4 of Cups. If someone offers you support, then with this card, they're saying take it, okay? Don't turn it away. Also, don't let yourself get distracted, right? With other people yelling, squirrel, okay? 10 of Swords. Again, we have 2 ending cards here, the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. If something was holding you down, holding you back, it could have been of a mental, like just not believing in yourself even. That is coming to an end, or they're saying it's time for it to come to an end, pile 1. Death card. Death and rebirth. Release. Yes, you need to release and let go of these things that may have been holding you down, holding you back, or the belief that you don't have a destiny, or the challenges that you've been facing and it's time to overcome them and have this new beginning, okay? Love that. Let's get one last card for you before we go. And remember, the entire time you're doing this, it is with that Leo energy, right? That I can do this. I can see this through. I'm going to have fun doing it. I don't, you know, if I have to shine and stand out, then I have to shine and stand out, you know. It's that type of thing. So let's get this one last card for you. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Exactly what we're talking about here, okay? So pile one, that is your reading, okay, in addition to or in place of what you've already read at the beginning of the video here. Also, you can take time, go into my playlist, look at some other readings. If it calls to you, it calls to you, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, okay? You can go to whatever sign, or if the thumbnail or title grabs you, there could be a message in there for you, so check it out. Thanks very much, pile one. Hi to those of you who chose pile two. These are going to be the areas, okay, and these cards where you can plant your seeds, have a new beginning, right? This is all about bringing the stuff, your dreams, your wishes, or whatever other changes you want to make in your life. Planting those seeds, meaning taking action on it. Working with God, source, universe, or whomever it is for you to bring the goodness in, okay? Full moons, we release and let go of what doesn't serve us so that we can bring in what does. And that's the point of all this. So you can do this in place of or in addition to what you've already read for your rising or your sun sign, okay? And remember too, we're talking Leo energy. So this is where you may want to shine. This is, you should have fun with this. You should feel inspired by this. It can be happy. It can be playful. This should be done in that energy of Leo, okay? And determined to succeed, because Leo is very much determined to succeed. And again, it might be your moment to be bright and shiny, all right? To bring some of that in. Let's get right into it. We have Jupiter. Love Jupiter because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, okay? 9th house. So right off here, right off in pile two, we have 9th house. So in what maybe is it about religion, spirituality? Is it about your belief systems, your philosophies? Is it about higher education or studying and learning in some way? Or long distance travel? Where do you need to plant seeds? Where do you need a positive, good change in that area to bring that into your life, okay? So go listen, or sorry, not listen, but read the 9th house. Then we have this card, which is adaptation and achievement. Overcome your concerns by embracing change. In the midst of confusion, one can also find purpose. I think that goes along perfectly with the 9th house, okay? So I love that. Next card out, we have discernment. Yeah, you know what? Use discernment when you're making the choices. You know, I guess what I want to say is, don't feel that, you know, you listen to your rising, you listen to your sun sign, and you're like, no, I'm not really feeling that. Now I've told you 9th house, and you're like, not really feeling that. Maybe go back and listen again, or sorry, read again, because there's something in there and they want you to use discernment. Have an open mind. Jupiter energy, open-mindedness, right? Seeing big picture, okay? It might not just be so simple for some of you. It may take a bit of, you may have to really sort through the clouds here, okay? And figure out what it is that you need to have a change or bring the good in those areas. Okay, let's keep going and we'll get some more along with tarot too. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Interesting here. And maybe that's why I said for some of you, you're really going to have to give this some thought and not just go at it willy-nilly, pile two, you know, not just kind of go, well, you know what, nothing's really resonating, I'll just choose something. That could be your intuition speaking. So maybe if that's the way you're feeling, really dig deep. Let your intuition guide the way, or look at it big picture, okay? With Eight of Swords, yeah, I like it. One, don't have anxiety over this, okay? Whenever we're doing this, and sometimes maybe pile two, I feel like just for some of you, it needs to be said, you really may not be feeling any of these areas right now. And that's okay. We have a new moon every month. And that's just when the power is the strongest, okay? So you want to take advantage of it, right? As I always say, you know, fishermen, the moons, the tides, it rules all of that. Anybody out working in or on the oceans, all right? So why can't we use that too? So don't get tied up in knots over it if you're not feeling something. Maybe this just isn't the month for you to release and let go, and that's okay as well. The important thing is keep checking back in each month, and boom, there may be something for you. I don't think I've ever said that in a message before, pile two, so there must be someone out there who's having some doubts, okay? New moon in Aries, go for it. Okay, first house, anything to do with you, right? Me, myself, and I, how you see or identify yourself, your physical appearance, your image, how others see you, okay? How you come across to other people, that image that you're putting out there. Is there anything there that you want to change up, that you want a new beginning in, where you can bring in better energy around yourself, for your highest good? Go back and read about the first house, Temperance. Maybe for some of you, you need, I love it, healing right there. But also with Temperance, it's also very much about bringing in balance. And maybe you need to bring balance in for yourself, some of you, okay? And it can be, but it'll be different for each one of you. These are just messages. If some of the things I say resonate, perfect. If not, you look at the Aries, the first house yourself. You look at the ninth house yourself, okay? And use your discernment here. But yeah, Temperance is all about that balance, understanding that only you can bring the healing in. Only you can bring the balance in, all right? To keep yourself going, to keep yourself moving forward. So, and with Aries, that is a go for it energy. That is an energy of wanting to move forward. And then you have it doubled up with that Leo new moon here, which is all about, yeah, let's do it. Let's have fun doing it. You're both inspired and you're both passionate. And the energy, right? What I'm saying here with the Aries energy and the Leo energy, they want you to take that on. Get out there, do it. Aries doesn't mind being the leader, and Leo doesn't mind being shiny. So maybe that's the energy you need to take moving forward with this. Okay, let's get the next card. Cold moon, face your fears. Maybe that's why you have anxiety, right? Maybe that's you think that good can't happen here in your life, and so I see how this is tying back now. And so it prevents you from ever, you may come here every month and listen to these, and you're just like, I don't see how that pertains to me. I don't understand. You know what? That's fear and anxiety talking, because it's being afraid to take the first step, and that's totally okay and nothing to feel bad about. You just, as I said, keep coming back, because one time something's going to click. Again, very specific message, I feel, for someone out there that watches these readings of mine. Okay, but for the rest of you, this is, right? I'm talking about taking the lead, being inspired, having inspired action, you know, finding balance and temperance in your life, and, you know, the different areas. And for some of you, it could be fear that's and anxiety that's held you back from doing it. So this is Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever, their message to you saying, you know what? You need to face your fears because you need to get out here. You need to go for this, all right? Page of Wands. Love it. Pages are young and curious. They love to get out and to try new things and do new things. And with Wands, again, it's that fire energy coming back in, you guys. They want to get out there. They have new, great, inspired ideas and new, inspired, passionate ideas. And they love to get out and discover things. And they believe that there's infinite possibilities for them and out in the world for everyone. So take that energy on as well. And that may help you with facing your fears too. It's really about believing you can do it here, okay, pile two? So we have, ninth house, first house. Those are your two extras right now, yeah. Ninth and first. Let's see if we can get another here, okay? These cards all have Sagittarius. They're doubling down on the ninth house. Okay, success after setback. Maybe that's why some of you, you're fearful or anxious about doing this, because maybe you have tried and failed. Again, that's how we learn. And that's, you know, one way to look at it. And that now has you doubting yourself. Again, it's believe in yourself. It's the only way you're going to grow, right? You keep trying and trying over and over again until you are able to start working on it and you bring in what is for your best good. And this can be in any area of your life. All right, let's get some more tarot here for further guidance, clarification, confirmation. Nice message here, pile two, to get you going for planting new seeds. Maybe some of you need to take a little time by yourself, okay? Does it mean you have to sit in meditation? No, but it means you just need some quiet time where you can hear yourself think. Maybe you go out into nature. Maybe you sit out, I'm seeing all the signs and the planets here. Maybe you go out and on a starry night or on a full moon or on the new moon, you don't actually see it, it's a dark moon, but you can at least sit out and you really start thinking about it, using your discernment, clearing the clouds, getting clarity about where it is and what it is you want to start working on, okay? Whether it's what you've already read or these additional two houses here. Because I said this was doubling down. Really feel like you need to look at that ninth house stuff. Okay, look, growth and growth. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. This is a grounded new beginning, and I love that because sitting in solitude does get you grounded. Better able to connect to spirit, okay? Think of it that way. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is manifestation, right? This is working on those goals, those dreams, those wishes, and bringing them into reality. For some of you, this could have something to do with finances or career for you, okay? So don't give up. You need to go for it. Let's get another out here. The King of, I did this last time too in the other pile. Knight of Wands here with the Page. Look, it's like the Page has all these ideas and beliefs or whatever, but they're not quite ready to go out yet. I'm gonna say that's why the Knight came in, because the Knight goes out and the Knight is the one who has all the energy and is ready to take action. Think of a knight, you know, going to battle, right? They are the adventurous one. They're here it says immaturity, but I want to say they're more mature than the Page, and that's why they're like the older sibling that gets to go out and try it first, okay? But equally as inspired and passionate and full of great ideas, all right? So they're really, really giving you a specific message here, okay? For different people in different ways in pile two. Let's get one last card before we go. And I just want to say again, don't forget to have fun. That's the Leo energy. Don't forget to have fun and use your creativity for this. You may have to get really creative. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. I said it's like clearing out and getting the clarity, right? There you go. Pile 2, those are your messages and areas that you can work on for this new moon in Leo. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.